Now we finally get to see Natsu going straight in against Zeref. I gotta say, we better be seeing a little bit of the clash. I don't want this just to be a little tease about Natsu just going in and just saying, oh, hey, Zeref. Like, I want him at least try a secret weapon on him, and I want him to get absolutely devastated by Zeref in this coming chapter. So I'm kind of glad, like, Fairy Tail just didn't let it go about, like, Natsu just going in. Although, it seems like the only two that actually kind of had a go at him about this was Gray and Laxus. And everyone else was like, you know, hey, don't you have faith in Natsu and stuff like that? And so I just got happy. And don't give a fuck. You just went there fucking Zeref. Like, you don't act like saying, oh, I might have a technique to defeat Zeref, so he may be alright. It's like, what if that technique doesn't work, though, Urza? What if it doesn't work? He's a bit fucked then, isn't he? When he's going in against the main forces, yeah, he can take those guys. And it's like, I'm on Gray on this side here. It's like, you know, really? It's like, he has the Book of E.N.D with him, you know? Like, he's got shit. Like, you could just clearly just like, oh, E.N.D just activate right there. Like, let's just have Natsu on their side. You know, this could really backfire heavily on their eyes. And this is heavily showing as well. Like, if this does happen, it does, Natsu does lose control, and he goes E.N.D, and it's like, they have to stop all their plans of backing up their friends and actually go up there to stop Natsu. Then yeah, guess what's going to happen? Like, Gray is going to be pissed as a motherfucker. Everyone's going to be disappointed. They're not going to trust Natsu because he's going to be like, oh, he's going to like fight out. And it might be like, oh, like maybe Lucy or Happy still trust him. But it's like, he's going to turn it E.N.D at one point. It's going to happen. And like, yeah, this is like, I feel like it's going to happen, and it's really going to break the guild apart if like Natsu turns out we can't trust one of our most heavy hitters. And even Lucy had to go in and stop this fight between Urza and Gray. And it's like, yeah, that's really, we're having an internal fight right now. But it's like, no, it's like Happy's with him and all that. And it's like, he goes in there and it's like, we find out what the name was of the chapter, you know, Black Carpet. It's like, oh, you know, what happened to that black carpet that we used to have? And it was like, oh, the army force looks like that. It's like, oh, it burned and all that. It's like, yeah, let's go. And I gotta admit, he was going in against, like, I mean, they're just minions and all that. But okay, so it's 999,027 people left. Natsu just right there just took down 973 people, and right there, that's the thing, like, they were getting a few hits in as well. Like, Natsu didn't just come out of there, I'm perfect unscathed. Like, he came out with a bit of damage on there, although not too much on there. So I've got to say, that's got to be fucking in there. The man himself, fucking Zeref, appears, and I'm like, yo, this is what we fucking got here. And he's like, even Natsu's like, yo, you got here quicker than expected. It's like, well, I want to see you as soon as possible, Natsu. And it's like, you see, like, Natsu getting ready to take off the bandages. So we're going to very quickly see, like, what exactly has he got under there. And I'm very curious to see what has he got under there. I'm really curious to see, like, what exactly is going to be, like, the secret weapon that he's going to hold. Like, is it going to show, like, you know, he's got, like, a sort of, like, a dragon arm, like, the E.N.D, like, transformation's already active. Like, I want, like, Natsu to do that, like, Zeref just saying, oh, good, the transformation's already activating, like that. He's just like, yeah, this is what I want to see. So I'm very curious as well. Like, it would be kind of hilarious, and I feel like this will be its own way of like, oh, we don't have to go this side now. With like each guy's like, maybe like Zeref actually kills all his troops or something like that. Like, I don't know, because you know he can't really take control of his powers. So maybe he might have controlled it a little bit more, but I'm pretty unsure right now what's going to happen. But those are like, Thor 63 was a pretty short chapter, if you got to say anything. I mean, most of the chapter was just like Gray and Laxus being really fucking angry at like Natsu. It is like, oh, we don't trust him. And then Natsu going in, which I guess I do appreciate. The one thing that he did in this chapter is like using his father's technique, the Fire Dragon King Roar, and he just blast a fuckload of them just right there and then. And to be fair, that's like one of his more bigger moves that he's got, like the Dragon King Roar. Like, it took out only like, you know, a tiny bit of the army. So I mean, I don't know if Natsu's stamina like could really like work that long, but mind you, he has got Zeref to go against. So, and he's only been using a smidgen of his power, like for the most part, when he was going against those other guys. So now it's like, hey, go fucking guns blazing. That's what you got to do if you're going to take out the main Zeref forces. So we'll have to wait and see for a later chapter. But I will say definitely as well, for what we got so far out of Alvarez, it's been pretty goddamn impressive. I've been really enjoying it. And I've seen like a lot of people in the comment sections and on other videos have been really enjoying this like arc right now. And I mean, hey, it's better than what we got into, like, you know, the volume 50 and 51 with the whole Avatar stuff. That was a really weak arc to come, but like back to the time skip. So I feel like we had something of this scale at the start, but maybe not Zeref, maybe like some other side, like, oh, maybe some like international Dark Guild wanted to fucking piece of like Natsu gang. So overall, although not too much went in this chapter, I definitely did really enjoy it, and I think I'm going to give this one a full out 7.5 out of 10. Really did enjoy this one, and I cannot wait to see more of this Zeref versus Natsu. I would have liked a little bit of the clash to go straight into it, but, you know, Natsu taking on a few little soldiers and all that, and like everyone kind of like moving on with the plan. And I guess I could enjoy that. And I definitely did enjoy using his father's technique, the Dragon King Roar, like against all those motherfuckers. I definitely did enjoy that. But let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this chapter. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I will catch you guys next time.